O'Connor. Your timekeeper is Stephen Pucci, and at the sound of the bell, your third man in the ring, also from the United Kingdom, A-star referee, Mr. Ian John Lewis. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 10 rounds of boxing scheduled for the vacant WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, standing with her head trainer, Luis Doreo Barrero. She wears the red trunks with the gold trim. She scaled 10 stone, 5 pounds, 11 ounces. This 2012 Olympic bronze medalist now boasts a perfect professional record. 6 fights, 6 victories, one of them coming by way of knockout. She is the WBC Silver Super Lightweight Champion, fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Here is the Pitbull, Adriana dos Santos Araújo. And her opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. She stands with her head trainer, Jamie Moore. She wears the black trunks. She scaled 9 stone, 11 pounds, 11 ounces. Her professional record, also a perfect one. 12 fights, 12 victories, 7 coming by way of knockout. She is the IBO World and WBC Silver Lightweight Champion, fighting out of Northampton, England, introducing Il Capo, Chantel Cameron.
Bosses. I'm the referee. I spoke to you both in the dressing room. Obey my command at all times. You both know them rules. With the heads, kick them punches up. And when I shout break, you break clean. And remember, defend yourselves at all times. Shake hands.
Here we go, now with 300 plus amateur fights behind her. What will the vastly experienced come-forward aggressor Adriana dos Santos Araújo bring to tonight's ring? Chantel Cameron hoping to lift her first world title belt. She's unbeaten in 12, and this is the acid test, Matt.
Yep, definitely. She's coming into it though with good momentum, good confidence. She's gone 10 rounds in her last 2 fights. The opposition has stepped up too. Like I say, she's really solidified that relationship with Jamie Moore. They've been together now for 18 months. They've had those 4 fights, so they're all in sync with the team. So I think this is coming along for her at the perfect time.
And of course, there's a huge weight difference in there because Araújo was never going to make 10 stone. She actually weighed 10.511 on the scales yesterday. Chantel Cameron 9.11.11. So we asked her and she said, I don't care one little bit. I've been sparring with heavier opponents and she'll be slow and I'll be able to box my way around her. Araújo, a come-forward aggressor who cranks up the heat and likes to really dig shots in, hard shots, and a wealth of experience in the unpaid ranks. Hand speed of Cameron's going to be key, Matt.
Yeah, good movement as well, landed the shots, then didn't stand there admiring her work, got on her bike, changed angle, got moving, making Araújo walk after her.
Yes,
Yeah,
nice from Cameron, isn't it? Movement
nice,
in and out.
Nice shots and then getting out. In and out, boxing well.
Yeah, very neat from Chantel Cameron. Araújo out of range. 1 up from the Northampton 29-year-old.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
A golf course enriched with prestige.
The best players in the game in the most elegant of settings.
Who will create history at Wentworth? the BMW PGA Championship live on Sky Sports Golf. Feel it all.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Welcome back to the Marshall Arena here in Milton Keynes, homes of the MK Dons. Not far away from Northampton, Chantel Cameron here, aiming to become a world champion in fight number 13. She can win the title. Adriana dos Santos Araujo can't because she didn't make the weight. But of course, she can take a victory back to Sao Paulo. She's in fight number 7. She's 38 now, 9 years older than Cameron, but a huge amount of amateur experience. She gave Katie Taylor a standing count, although she did lose to the Irish icon. And she beat Natasha Jonas as well. Bronze at London 2012. She can fight, Matt.
Yeah, very, very experienced. Boxing 2 Olympic Games, won a bronze in London, as you said. I wonder, though, at 38 now, I think she is she, you know, on the slide, or she has a lot of boxing done. Maybe not as a professional, but over a whole career, if you add the amateur fights as well, still a lot of fights under her belt.
Now, she turned after Rio at 35, and only the 6th professional outing, so tough to get work for her. Cameron's had her own ups and downs as well. Brilliant at times, but it never quite fell for her as an amateur, and she's been waiting for this world title, winning eliminators at different weights, at lightweight, at super lightweight. And the chance has come because Jessica McCaskill vacated this belt, and she went on and took all the welterweight treasure from Cecilia Brakhurst.
Yeah, when you're in the older phase of your career, the last thing you want is a fighter in and out, moving round, lots of lateral movement. You'd want them to try and stand in front of you, and you don't want to have to chase after them.
Something with her right arm, I think. Araujo. She was just holding it up there, Matt. She throws it, and again, Cameron, good work.
Yeah, solid right hands from Cameron. Boxing really well here. Landed many, many right hands then.
Yeah, she's just looking at her right elbow, is it? Or something seemed to be uncomfortable there for Araujo.
Yeah. Really good finish to the round there from Cameron. She landed lots of hard right hands. Fair play to Araujo. She took them well. They were hard shots.
She doesn't look entirely happy in that corner, and she's been smiling all week, the Brazilian. There with the... What was that, Matt?
I don't know, did the sleeve come down over her arm?
Yep, maybe.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Not sleeve or whatever. What would you call it? The attachment.
Seconds out.
Came down over the shoulder, trying to put it back. Probably expecting her movement. She couldn't get her shots off because of it.
Third round. Black and gold of El Capo, Chantel Cameron. Trained by Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis. A hero, Mike Tyson. She loved Mike Tyson, watching him. Said she was a scrapper as a kid, did kickboxing. But she's become a very good boxer and fighter over the years, Cameron. And this is the chance. Araujo in those red and gold. She's tough. But as you say, she is 38. How much ambition is there? And is the weight slowing her?
Really good again from Cameron. She's landed so many right hands. That's the shot. You can see the Araujo carrying the left hand very low, trying to rely on reflexes, but as you get older, you slow down the reflexes. They can let you down, they can betray you a little bit, and they're not really working for her tonight. Cameron landing lots of right hands. She does have to be careful, Cameron, with the left hook counters from Araujo, though. She's still crafty with that.
And just missing there, Cameron, but it is in and out of range. Intelligent boxing. They were the tactics she told us she'd be using tonight.
I think Cameron's just got to keep doing what she's doing, get her shots off. The right hands landing really well for her. just don't stay there too long and admire your work, because Arujo is dangerous with the left hook counters.
Good work from Cameron, especially to the body there. Arujo trying to get a jab going, but it's a pretty lazy display so far from the Brazilian.
Yeah, she's not sharp. The movement's quite lethargic and slow, and certainly Cameron too sharp for her so far.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
Here at Ladbrokes, we want you to stay in control of how you bet and play. Simply decide how much you'd like to spend, set reminders that help you manage how long you play for, and take a break whenever you want to. So however you like to play, stay in control and always gamble responsibly.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
All going sweetly so far for Chantel Cameron in this WBC 10-stone challenge. Desperate to get her hands on a super lightweight belt. And as we heard from Jamie, he believes she can reign for a long time. Terrific period for boxing, isn't it, at the moment? Fight Camp gave us that absolute humdinger between Terry Harper and Natasha Jonas. Katie Taylor, Delphine Bassoon, Shannon Corney, Rachel Ball, just absolutely tremendous action. And Savannah Marshall in a couple of weeks, she goes for a world title. Great to see these opportunities, Matt.
Yeah, she's boxing so well here. Chantal, if she can keep this going, she'll be a new world champion. She's just got to make sure she sticks to this, keeps her discipline, and doesn't fade off. She's boxing well. She's, you know, Arujo is just too slow of foot at the minute. She's not being able to pin her down, or she's, you know, she gets close and then she just hesitates that split second too long, and Cameron's landing the shots and then moving away again. Boxing really well here, Cameron.
A lovely movement from Cameron. Arujo just stuck in the mud here. She normally throws a great deal of punches, comes forward and really unloads. Not sure whether she's trying to save herself and pace her for the 10 rounds, but there's very little coming from the Brazilian.
Stop boxing, stop boxing! Stop boxing! Stop.
In and out, darting. Cameron.
Good right hand then, Arujo, and nice head movement, but very few and far between. Cameron far too busy for her.
Yep, the occasional pot shot, trying to work the body. That's a bit better from Arujo, but Cameron keeps her poise. She doesn't mind a scrap as well, Chantel Cameron.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
We shake the balls, you select the digits. We'll have a ball, get your numbers in minutes. Then we refill, you go and chill. Goodness gracious, sun nifty 50. 3 calls a day, 7 days a week. Play in store, play online, just take a beat. Can't just watch a pick, select a lucky hit. Goodness gracious, sun nifty 50.
The Nifty 50. Head to betfred.com.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
Finish down. Yeah? Boom. And finish down.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 5.
5th of 10, the shorter 2-minute rounds, of course. Chantel Cameron aiming to become a world champion. She's won everything so far, hasn't she, Matt?
Yeah, everything on my card. Been far too busy for Arujo. Arujo is trying to slip and slide, and you can see there, good upper body movement, nice rhythm, but she didn't fire back with anything, and she's just being completely outboxed here from Chantal Cameron, who's too busy. She's moving, she's getting her shots off, then she's getting on her bike. She's not standing there, allowing Araujo to come back with counters.
Yeah, very mobile, very busy, and very effective so far, Cameron. Araujo did win the WBC Latino title in August 2019, and the WBC Silver as well, and ranked number 3 by the WBC. Cameron number 5. Not quite sure we can work that one out when Cameron's won final eliminators. Anyway, they're 2 of the very best in the world, and at the moment Cameron is cruising.
Yeah, just hot shotting now. Lovely shots from the outside. I think the reflexes of the 38-year-old Araujo aren't what they were, and Chantal landing at will at times here. Boxing well, pot shotting on the outside. You know, the speed, I think she's really struggling with the speed of Chantal Cameron. She landed a right hand then, Araujo.
Yep, just a reminder there from Araujo. She's got 1 knockout in her 6 wins.
But I think it's the speed and the movement of Chantal Cameron that she's struggling to deal with.
Yep. Just getting in and out quickly. Boxing at range, and then when she gets close, delivering combinations.
Yeah, she's got to be careful on that way in. Then she landed the right hand, and you can see Araujo almost timed her with her own right hand, so she's got to be careful of that.
Let's hear from JB, Joshua Buatsi.
I've never known a fighter that can be so calm and so softly spoken. As soon as he goes into fight mode, just a vicious, vicious man.
Eddie Hearn on his charge, Joshua Buatsi. We wish Eddie a speedy recovery. We know he's watching at home. Barry too. We miss both of them, don't we, Matt?
Yeah, definitely. They're both characters. Eddie has got charisma, doesn't he? Really spruces up fight week.
It's certainly not had the sparkle of the bubble that we've had in fight camp with Eddie not here, but we've done our best to. The show goes on and all that. And the most important thing is that the fighters are in there, and opportunities all round, and one for Chantal Cameron here. She's boxing really well as she aims to become a world champion, adding to the number of British world champions there are at the moment. We know that Adriana dos Santos Araujo couldn't win the world belt, but at the moment she's got a great deal of work to do if she's going to get anything out of this.
Yeah, Araujo's still dangerous with that looping right hand when Chantal steps in with that 1-2. Sometimes Araujo can try and walk her onto that looping right hand over the top, but I've given Chantal Cameron every single round. I think she's won every round clearly. She's been busy, her movement's been good. She's been caught with the odd counter here and there, but very few and far between. So I think as long as she keeps her focus, doesn't lose that concentration, stays disciplined, keeps boxing how she is, I think we'll have a new world champion.
We don't have 300 amateur fights, and beat Natasha Jonas and get a bronze in London if you're no good. I mean, she is, and she's obviously, you can see her with those punches, but there's no speed behind them. There's no real quality, and it's almost like she's sort of walking through mud a bit. I think the weight must be a big disadvantage for her here. She said to me that in Brazil she was bang on the weight, so maybe the travel, did really affect her.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the weight or maybe it's the 38-year-old legs. She's in with a young, fresh, hungry, sharp challenger in Chantal Cameron, because I think it's not just the heavy legs. I think the reflexes aren't there what they would have been. This is someone that had over, was it 300 amateur fights, 2 Olympic Games, 38 years old now. She's got boxing someone in Chantal Cameron, she's 29 years old, 12-0 as a professional, in the form of her career, great momentum coming in, confidence sky high, and boxing really, really well.
Don't get greedy with the game, yeah? You said you don't need to get greedy.
See how easy that successful then?
Yeah.
When you keep it straight. Big deep breath, kid.
The only chance you've got is them short shots, but you walking onto one. So don't. Keep it disciplined, keep them hands in the right place. And don't jumping in. Keep on in that jab, jab and move. Stick and move. 1, 2 as you go straight. Every shot. Every shot is perfect straight. The bend one you don't need on, yeah? Keep it straight, jab and move.
Okay. Keep it nice and simple, yeah?
Okay. 10 seconds corners.
A calm, confident corner, and why not? Chantel Cameron, very good amateur boxing out of the Far Cotton Club in Northampton under John Daly. Still trains there sometimes. She was the ABA champion, made the quarterfinals of the Worlds. Just didn't get that Olympic dream.
Stop boxing!
I suppose she was given the perfect advice in the corner there. You heard Nigel Travis saying, you know, don't get greedy, stay disciplined. That's the perfect advice. There's one thing she's doing, you know, I'm nitpicking because she's boxing so well, but sometimes she is getting greedy and she's throwing 5, 6, 7, 8 punch combinations. She's getting giddy, and you know that's where Araujo could come back with a counter. And she's boxing so well, she doesn't need to. Get your shots off, be happy with that, and then get back out of distance. Wait so you can't be countered. Where sometimes she's just staying there a little bit too long, and as Nigel Travis said, just getting a little bit too greedy. So just got to keep that discipline now. Stay totally focused here.
Yep, and 1 or 2 shots can squeak through. But to be honest, Matt, Cameron has, certainly in terms of energy and pace, has had much harder spars than she's having in the fight tonight.
Yeah, she's boxing so well, and that's just the key. The key now is just to stay disciplined, be happy with your work, get your shots off, 3 or 4, get back out, because Araujo doesn't have the speed of foot to close her down. She's struggling to get to Chantel Cameron. So Chantel Cameron really here can box as she pleases. That's why she's just got to, you know, keep the discipline.
And she said, although she's tempted to have a scrap, she'll try not to. She has got 7 knockouts on the record in those 12 wins, so she can dig. But the tactics were always in and out. Lovely combination there. You see the head rock back of Araujo, who's just caught now and offering very little. And this is really good from Chantel Cameron.
Yeah, maybe the stoppage could come here. She's landing a lot of shots here, Araujo taking a lot of punishment.
Yeah, the bell saves her there. It just nods in appreciation, Araujo, but she's slow to sit down. How much more resistance is there from the Brazilian? She looks extremely deflated.
Que para pegar o segundo golpe que vai continuar. Ela não para na sua frente. Então por isso nós vamos usar mais volume. Eu não posso beber água aí.
Still to come, of course, Joshua Buatsi, and the beard has gone. He's had the haircut. He's fight ready, Matt.
Yeah, listen, I'm a big fan of Buatsi. I can't wait to see this fight, because I think Kalic, you know, he's undefeated himself, come with a lot of ambition, good amateur, and also, you know, coming down from heavyweight, he'll have that physicality factor, so it's going to be an interesting fight.
Top of the bill next. Buatsi, Kalic. Don't go anywhere. Chantel Cameron closing in on becoming a world champion, and it will mean so much to her. Good end to that last round, and if she carries that on, could she indeed force a stoppage? Adriana dos Santos Araujo from Brazil, the 38-year-old, looking every bit that age now as well, and with the weight issues, very difficult for her, and no world title to win. But Cameron has had to deliver the performance, and so far so good for her Northampton fans.
Yeah, Araujo's really struggled with the movement and the speed of the movement of Chantal. You know, she's quite slow-footed, bloody. The Brazilian girl, she's not been able to pin Cameron down.
But Matt, I've seen her before a few times, and she's normally much more energetic and come forward, and she's throwing a lot of leather. So I think you're right about the age and also the weight. I think that combination and maybe being deflated by not being able to go home with a world title should she have won has been problematic, but you know, she needs a knockout now.
Yeah, I haven't given her a round. I think Chantal Cameron has won every single round, clearly. Getting nailed again with hard right hands. She's got some chin on her because she's been hit flush a few times here.
Well, they call her the pit bull. She's tough and hard and bags of experience. But Cameron has trained ever so hard for this. She's waited for this opportunity. She's done everything that has been asked of her. And on the big night, she's showcasing what she can do.
Well, this is the best I've ever seen her box. She's really putting it all together tonight. We said beforehand, was it coming at the perfect time for her? She had great momentum. She had that period, 18-month period with Jamie Walsh. It takes a bit of time to get in sync with your new trainer, but she's boxing so well here now.
And up next, Buatsi has got an unbeaten opponent.
Once Rocky Marciano said, why do I need to fight 12 rounds if I can knock him out in the first round? I'm the underdog, so nobody believes in me except me and my team. So if I win this fight, it will drop me to the top 20 in the world, and that means a lot. He is a good technical boxer, but also he wants to fight, so that's his strength. I have a game plan. I'm confident. Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble indeed. Marco Kalic there. And Joshua Buatsi. Fantastic shot, that. They're up next.
Second out, round 9.
4 fighting minutes left of this one. Scheduled for 10. Looks like it will go the whole way. Chantal Cameron, totally dominant, executing Jamie Moore's tactical plan to a T. She's been great.
Yeah, pretty much punch perfect. I think they'll be really happy with how she's boxed. And you know, Nigel Travis was saying to her, don't be greedy. I think that's the only thing you could really say here. It's not even a criticism, it's just a concern. You're boxing so well, you're way ahead, you've won every single round. Get your shots off and then get back out of distance. Don't stay there, throw in more and more.
He used the term plodding earlier. That's what Araujo is doing. Just coming forward and taking a great deal of punishment. I mean, we've seen some absolutely fantastic matches, haven't we? We mentioned Harper and Jonas and Taylor Pursoon, both of those. Even down at a level, Courtney and Ball, but this has been so one-sided.
Yeah, different to those. Like I said, they were real competitive fights, absolute crackers. But this has been a brilliant performance. It hasn't been a brilliant fight because it's been one-sided, but it's been a fantastic performance from Chantal Cameron.
It's been an exhibition of her skills, hasn't it, Chantal Cameron? And she's kept her head and boxed to plan. And Araujo has offered, well, little in return. Partly because of the excellence of Cameron. Also partly because I'm not sure now she really wants to be there. But she's toughing it out, to be fair to the Brazilian. She's not quit in the corner. She's taking her lumps and bumps.
Yeah, very gritty and showing an unbelievable chin because she's been hit clean flush so many times.
Good girl. Pick it up. Very, very good.
Get it over. One more round. See again, then. The only thing you got.
Ela tá vindo muito. Então, quando é que nós temos de combinar? Tu respira fundo.
Louis Dorea Barreto
Tem que estar com a mão alta para receber ela
in the corner.
E temos que combinar agora. Mova a cabeça, não fica com a cabeça. Com essa cabeça para baixo, cada vez no alto. Já daí no centro. Já tá. Tente respirar fundo e fazer um esses dois golpes.
She's resigned, isn't she? Looking at the body language, Matt.
Yeah, totally. Just hasn't been her night at all. She's just been a step ahead, a step behind Chantal Cameron all night.
Corners, 10 seconds. Second out, 10th and final round.
Well, vigorous work with a towel to try and get her up here. Adriana dos Santos Araujo. Will she try her best in this last round? Chantel Cameron 2 minutes away from being coronated after such a long journey, amateur and pro in boxing. But look at here comes the Brazilian. And she might just go for broke here. Nothing much else has worked tonight.
I think she's definitely going for broke here. She knows she needs a knockout. She's really looking to bang the shots in, really planting her feet, looking for power. So, again, as we say, Chantel Cameron boxing so well. Just got to stay focused, stay completely switched on. No silly mistakes now. The fight's in the bag. In my opinion, she's won every single round. So she's just got to keep her discipline here and stay sharp, keep the defenses razor sharp.
Yeah, she had Araujo in trouble a couple of rounds ago. Looked like there could maybe be a possible stoppage, but she's tough and hard and very gritty, the Brazilian fighter. And it's a case of Cameron gliding her way through now after so much good work for so long. Ian John Lewis says watch the heads, but it's been pretty clean all the way through. And it's been, well, a dazzling performance this from Chantel Cameron. You can question Araujo and the fact that she's not offered what we hoped she would, but you can take nothing away from the outstanding display of Chantel Cameron tonight.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. And Araujo's shown an unbelievable chin and grit, really to tough it out. She's taken so many clean, hard shots. Really impressed with her toughness and her durability, but very one-sided fight here. Chantel Cameron boxed brilliantly. Straight shots were quality. Her hooks were good too. Her movement, you know, really will be happy with. Jamie Moore, Nigel Travis, they'll be all completely over the moon with that.
You got the phrase right, one-sided, a one-sided battering. It was a really good performance from Chantel Cameron. From start to finish, she boxed to instruction, she boxed beautifully, and Adriana dos Santos Araujo was stuck in the mud with nowhere to go. Giving away a lot of weight. Plenty of experience too, but Chantel Cameron gets it absolutely right. And there can be no doubt she will be crowned the WBC Super Lightweight Champion of the World. And after the ups and downs through her life, there'll be plenty of people very happy for Chantel tonight. And absolutely they should congratulate each other. Jamie Moore, Jumbo, Nigel Travis in the corner. Joshua Buatsi, almost time. And it's about time. We've missed him for so long, well over a year he's been out of the ring. But moments away from returning to it. Well, normally it's an agonizing wait, isn't it, when you have a world title fight, Matt, and you're not sure how the judges are going to score it. They couldn't have given a round, surely, to Araujo.
No, I haven't seen a more one-sided fight, world title fight in a long time. That was punch perfect from Chantel Cameron. She bossed it from the very first bell. Araujo just not there at the races. Plenty of grit and toughness and great durability, good chin, but very much a one-sided beatdown, really. That was a fantastic performance from Cameron. Her movement, her straight shots, her combination punching, even the body punching, she boxed really well.
Yep, she toughed it out, Araujo, but Cameron will be coronated right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing here at the Marshall Arena, we go to the judges' score totals. Michael Alexander, John Latham, and Terry O'Connor all scored this bout identically, 100-90 for your winner by unanimous decision, and the new WBC Super Lightweight Champion of the World, Il Capo, Chantel Cameron.
Every minute of every round. Chantelle Cameron totally dominant, and she becomes the WBC super lightweight champion. There's the smile, and a fantastic night for the 29-year-old. So many of her fans who couldn't be here tonight watching back at home in Northampton, and her family and friends can be so proud. So can Jamie Moore. It's a great combination. It's a winning combination, and Chantelle Cameron deserves this night. Punch perfect, Matthew Macklin.
Yeah, it was really. She was just from the very first bout, she was dominant. Her distance, her movement was brilliant. Her combination punches. Like I say, the only concern a couple of times was, you know, don't be greedy, because she was so dominant. He was like, save a bit of energy, don't stay there. But really, a punch perfect performance, and her and Nigel and Jamie, they'll be absolutely over the moon with that.
Well, from boxing to international football, next Sunday, it's an absolute feast. A 1:30, a 4:30 and two 7:30s across the channels. The Nation League, Republic of Ireland, Wales, England, Belgium, Northern Ireland, Austria, Scotland, Slovakia. Next Sunday. Some day, some evening that with the football. And I hope you're enjoying a Sunday night with the boxing tonight. Someone who certainly will enjoy that win. You'll see her big smile. Chantelle Cameron, world champion.
Chantelle, you've got the green and gold. You're the new world champion, winning every single round on the cards. Just try and sum up how you're feeling right now.
Oh, I can't even put it into words. It's emotional. It's unreal.
What was your mindset going into that? It's your first world title fight in strange circumstances. How were the nerves?
I was bricking it. Yeah, I was a nervous wreck, but like, my team they're amazing. They know how to keep me calm. They know how to make me have fun, and like, showing the ring, I just started enjoying it because they get into my head. And perfect team, because I need to relax, and if I relax, I have fun, and I get good wins. Yeah, you've got a good team around you, Nigel Travis and Jamie, who we'll hear from in a second. It's been a challenging week, though, with everything that's been going on, not on your side of the bill, but with Araujo coming in over the weight. How did you just stay focused on the task in hand? I wanted this belt, so I just had to keep my head on it, and she was not professional enough to make the weight, so I knew that I was going to get the win tonight anyway, so I just had to take it in my stride. In the build-up, you said, I think I'll win on points, but I could force a late stoppage. It looked towards the end there that you might just get her out of there before the final bell. I could feel her weight difference. She was really heavy. Feeling her punches that she was carrying a bit of meat, so I wasn't getting her out of there. Like I said, it is a unique atmosphere. I'm sure you wanted to lift that belt in front of your fans, but they will be watching at home. Have you got a message for everyone that's backed you? Just thanks everyone for watching, and it means the world to me, and I can't wait to come back to Northampton. Jamie, I'm sure you're a very proud trainer there. Just put into words how you're feeling as well. And a win for the gym, and a new world champion for women's boxing in the UK.
Yeah, I'm over the moon for Shan. She's worked so hard for it. You know, she's dreamed of this day ever since she started boxing. And you know, I should have said there, the weight difference on the night was massive. I do feel like she could have got her out of there if it was a level pegging field. But you could see the weight difference, and you know, tactically, she followed the game plan brilliant. Took a few risks a few times, which, you know, told her off a little bit in the corner. But other than that, she followed it through to a T. And I think this is the start for her now. I think she's going to be involved in some real exciting fights. You can see with her style there. She can box when she wants to, but she loves to have a bit of a tear up. And Chantelle, this is just the start in your eyes. This is the first of many. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I want all the belts. So. Brilliant. Well, congratulations. Go back to Northampton and enjoy it. Thanks.
Absolutely fantastic. Congratulations to Chantelle Cameron. Another cracking world title fight there. And the good news is